Oh my goodness,
It
that
would.
would be too much. That would be going too far, my friend.
And the funniest part about this is, if you told me, if you took the nameplates away, I would have thought that GENG draft was a T1 draft. And this is...
And playing for the team fights later on. We've also seen that Orianna can lack a bit of damage depending on what the build is going to be. I think my favorite was from Shanks a little bit more recently, which was like Shadow Flames and all sorts of mega damage builds and items, and that sounds really fun. Let's get into it.
소환사의 협곡에 오신 것을 환영합니다.
I was waiting for some fan chants, but we didn't get any fan chants. Did we miss them?
Maintain a nice amount of pressure. Keen did go for Conqueror, by the way. We've still seen decent mix between that and the Grasp. Gwen.
Oh, Duro. Flash traded. As Goomer is just going to flash away.
Ooh, flash Ebb Barrier. And he'll use as well, so somewhat positive trade here. Duro playing aggressive on the Bard.
Yep, there are two Corkies here, and if there's two Corkies, it's going to make the cleanse not very useful. Chronicler, so that's my assessment. Still very even when it comes to the summoner spells. In fact, three Corkies. Never mind, it's completely out of control here for T1. As you can see, Carrier taking a bit of damage by Ruler, who is standing his ground. Got the Brad moving away. There is a Wukong making his way in and a Vi lurking in the area as well. We'll see whether there is actually going to be any action, as the health trade certainly favoring Ruler for the moment.
Yeah, I think both junglers just showing up, trying to...
Ooh, immediate cleanse, making use of that one.
Fourth shot!
Carrier turns back, but it is going to be the Deadly Flourish avoided. And Gumayusi Carrier going to look for a little bit of a back angle.
That would have been big if that hits.
Ooh, never mind.
The pre-6 dive?
Yep, holding onto it here is Gumayusi. Nimbus Strike going to come on through, and it's actually Duro that takes the kill. And the teleport is going to be in a little bit late here by Doran. Does have the equalizer available though, but they just take a magical journey to safety as Tibbers gets a little bit angry, but so does the orb. And now Chovy's looking to chase down, get the flash forward, and there is the flash in to follow. Ona locks down the kill onto Chovy, and it may have just all been a bait.
They're still able to maintain as much pressure to set up for a dive. Pre-6 Wukong dives just aren't that good. And then here, Chovy thinks he has an angle on Faker. I assume the shield just barely is enough. There we go.
He's dead again.
That's the cost of that flash. That's only what happened.
Yeah, we're going to check it out one more time. Yes, and indeed, Carrier is here to make his way over. There's also an equalizer. So it's Doran. That's who the other person was.
Oh, it's Doran. There you go. But nicely done by Carrier.
They will be able to upgrade some shoes. The equalizer goes down, but the exhaust is there from Keen, who's snipping around the rift. Does have his needles out as well, but Faker's making his way down, and Keen has now just realized that he's likely dead. Wants to be able to trade this one for the kill against Doran. Let's see whether he can actually get there, as never mind. Faker just comes on over, stuns him up, and Keen will just walk underneath the turret, hoping to deny an assist to Doran.
Or a more tanky build, which...
yeah.
makes sense given the comp. Might still be dead though.
He is, his flash isn't up. As Tempered Fate is going to buy him a little bit of time, but otherwise not too much. It does take him a little while longer. Pop Blossom is going to be invested. Ruler comes on down though, and Tibbers is angry, but it's still going to be T1 that are running away from the bottom lane of GENG.
They do so for that kill.
Yeah, Pop Blossom, I guess, as well, but Shockwave's going to come down towards his bottom side. As Chovy, I think, is a little angry. They get the Cyclone as well. That is going to guarantee that the Annie goes down. As Duro, you got to stop this, man. Oh dear, that could be 50 gold over to Chovy as well. Maybe playing Annie into Chovy himself is actually a bad idea, because it just puts an extra minion on the map for him.
I think this movement, yeah, the movement by Ruler kind of gives away that owner's like, can I take that? Right, guys?
All right, well, Duro and Canyon are in here. They're going to get the Cyclone out as Ona will get the ult in. Doran is following as Gwen's in the mix, and they're looking for the Rumble as well. Magical Journey going to be taken. Ona will get taken down, but it's a double Pop Blossom. Keen is going to go down, and Canyon nowhere to run. Duro, the same situation. It's going to have to really find some magic here.
Run, Bard, run!
Yeah, that is going to be the old flame spitter, and down goes the Bard. Chovy's farming, Ruler's farming, but the rest of the team is dead. GENG throughout this entire game, and that is going to continue as here towards the bottom side of the map.
What if we try to kill Doran again?
Well, he's just going to ult the wave. The cannon is going to come through with another melee, and we're going to see whether we can kill him underneath this turret. Another Cyclone does come in. Decoy going to help take him out there as the Tempered Fate will deactivate the turret, and that will allow everyone to get out of here. Just a Rumble but this outer turret is going to feel pretty good as now Keen dashing after Faker here. The flash does come out, and now Faker's definitely dead. That flash was never saving him ever. All right, here's another little catch. As we can see, Keen was in the mist for a while, but the equalizer is going to come down. That's another kill going over to Gumayusi. Did take a fair bit of damage, but not quite enough, as now Doran in a little bit of trouble, but maybe Ruler is as well, but finally does get that last shot into the Rumble. Yeah, Ruler has ult, and they don't have a Rumble, so maybe this is going to be a dragon that T1 feel like they can give up. Just one Cloud isn't end of the world.
Especially when Ruler and Doro still are there, so Drake's going to go over to GENG. As chovy is in a trap.
Yep, they're going in. Who's trapping who? As the shockwave is fantastic to deny Faker's approach. And now Owner is in a little bit of trouble, but he's continuing to go in. This guy has no fear at all as the rockets do start raining down, and Gumayusi will say, cease fire, everyone. They will acquiesce, at least for now. Keen and Doran continuing to just 1v1 here towards the bottom side, and Gumayusi will come back towards the mid lane because Ruler is continuing to shove that one out. Are we going to go for it as chovy is backing?
Did they not
Who is baiting who? Is there it is! Canyon comes on over and that is 2 dead! Chovy just knew. I guess GENG had all the information. And T1 caught napping as we've got a little bit of a dive here as the equalizer. That is not a dive that you could take. Beautifully played here by Doran, but on the top side, it's a mess. Keen is running away, but I don't know whether he's necessarily the target that they want to be going on. Can be slippery, although it has worked in the past. As now Duro could be in trouble, but he's also not the target they're looking for. The equalizer is weird, to say the least. And T1 now without that big tool. The needlework's coming out there. The Pop Blossom is going to connect on a new shockwave onto 4 people!
Oh no!
5! My god, the cyclone, and they all explode! It is over! As GENG, they'll take a celebratory dragon, and oh god, T1, that is not where you want it to be! Pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah, not too bad.
It's Korean summer, you know, it's a lot.
Yeah, that's it's not great. Faker's dead, and Jibber's gold.
The impact in the lane as well as in the side lanes, able to find some plays even towards Keen. Not being allowed to really play the game is...
There's a flash in. That's going to be another cosmic finding. Doran taking some time being CC'd and will get caught by the very edge of that tempered fate. I've seen other ones of those miss. As Keen is going to snip him up. It is now going to be Keen versus the bottom lane, but the Pop Blossom going to do nothing against the stasis that he brings out. Given over as T1 are looking for a miracle here, and that is precisely what they're going to need.
Well, they can definitely bully them off here. Like, chovy needs to walk all the way over. They need to hurry up, though.
You say definitely. Keen is on a flank angle as Carrier could be in a little bit of trouble here as Duro going to be cleansing himself. The Deadly Flourish comes down there. There's the curtain call as Canyon gets out of the pit. This Baron is so extraordinarily low. It's down to 1,100, and it's going to be secured by Gumayusi. He's in the back of the pit, and he just gets sliced up like a ham. And it's going to be Ruler that takes that kill. Now Carrier wanting to keep at least another one of these Barons alive as Canyon comes... Boop. They are not looking ridiculous to slow down at any point in time. They could take a vacation if they felt like it, and they would still be there for the World Championship as they have made playoffs of the LCK already. As chovy is going to throw out his ultimate, but only onto Owner, and then just runs away, has Phase Rush, and is going to get Pop Blossom. They're going to see whether they can take him down, but he goes golden. The Tempered Fate to make people even more golden, as finally is going to get taken out, but unfortunately the trade, I think, is going to be a little too great. That being said, killing chovy probably feels great, and that's the best they're going to get because their Nexus is about to explode.
Hey, they got 6 stacks off of the Magi's as well.
Oh, that is a really good point. Faker does manage to almost take down Canyon here. That was very close. As Carrier is likely going to get booped. That is a decent little Captain Jack there from Ruler, but unable to quite kill him. And so Carrier will be able to watch on as his Nexus goes down. But T1 will drop this one. GENG looking poised to hit that number 28.